The best among you are those who have the best manners and character. The best of people are those that bring most benefit to the rest of mankind. Do not waste water, even if you perform your ablution on the banks of an abundantly flowing river. A true believer does not taunt or curse or abuse or talk indecently. Kindness is a mark of faith, and whoever is not kind has no faith. He who has in his heart the weight of a mustard seed of pride shall not enter paradise. The best jihad is the word of justice in front of an oppressive ruler. Make things easy for people and do not make them difficult. And give good tidings and do not turn people away. The strong person is not the good wrestler. Rather, the strong person is the one who controls himself when he is angry. Seek knowledge from the cradle to the grave. He who does not show mercy to our young ones or acknowledge the rights of our elders is not one of us. The best charity is that given in Ramadan. He who is not merciful to others will not be treated mercifully. The best of you is the one who is best to his family, and I am the best among you to my family. Feed the hungry, visit the sick, and free the captive. The seeking of knowledge is obligatory for every Muslim. None of you truly believes until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself. A smile is charity. Whoever believes in Allah and the last day should speak good or remain silent. The best of houses is the house where an orphan gets love and kindness. When you see a person who has been given more than you in money and beauty, look at those who have been given less. There is a reward for kindness to every living thing. He who does not thank people does not thank Allah. Avoid envy, for envy devours good deeds just as fire devours fuel. The best of you are those who learn the Quran and teach it. Verily, Allah does not look at your appearance or wealth, but rather He looks at your hearts and actions. The most beloved of actions to Allah are those performed consistently, even if they are few. The upper hand is better than the lower hand. The upper hand is the one that gives, and the lower hand is the one that takes. He who has two faces in this world will have two tongues of fire on the day of resurrection. The best word is the word of Allah, and the best guidance is the guidance of Muhammad. When a man dies, his deeds come to an end except for three things: sadaqah, charity which continues, knowledge from which people benefit, and a righteous child who prays for him. Allah will not show mercy to him who does not show mercy to others. Whoever does not thank people has not thanked Allah. Modesty and faith are both companions. When one is lifted, the other leaves as well. Speak to people in a way they can understand. Do you wish that people reject Allah and His Messenger? Every good deed is charity. The most perfect believer in faith is the one whose character is finest and who is kindest to his wife. He who is deprived of kindness is deprived of goodness. Richness does not lie in the abundance of worldly goods, but true richness is the richness of the soul. Whoever among you sees an evil action, let him change it with his hand. If he cannot, then with his tongue. If he cannot, then with his heart. And that is the weakest of faith. He who believes in Allah and the last day must either speak good or remain silent. When you see one who has been given more than you in wealth and beauty, then look to those who have been given less. The strong man is not the one who is strong in wrestling, but the one who controls himself in anger. Whoever does a good deed will have 10 times its reward. The most beloved places to Allah are the mosques, and the most hated places to Allah are the marketplaces. One who does not show mercy will not be shown mercy. The best of people are those with the most excellent character. He who relieves a hardship of a believer in this world, Allah will relieve a hardship of him on the day of judgment. Allah loves gentleness in all things. Paradise is surrounded by hardships, and hellfire is surrounded by desires. The greatest sins are to associate partners with Allah, to disobey parents, to kill a soul, and to bear false witness. Guard yourself from the hellfire even with half of a date in charity. If you cannot find that, then with a kind word. The most excellent jihad is that for the conquest of self. He who is deprived of kindness is deprived of all goodness. Whoever guides someone to goodness will have a reward like one who did it. Do not despise any act of kindness, even if it is just meeting your brother with a cheerful face. The best of you are those who are best to their women. Whoever believes in Allah and the last day should not hurt his neighbor. The best richness is the richness of the soul. Do not argue with your brother, do not joke excessively, and do not make a promise you cannot keep. The most beloved deeds to Allah are the most consistent of them, even if they are few. There is no gift better and wider than patience. The believers are like one body in their mutual love and compassion. If one limb suffers, the whole body reacts with sleeplessness and fever. The world is a prison for the believer and a paradise for the unbeliever. He who seeks repentance from Allah for all his sins, Allah will forgive him.